Morning.
Gogglefrogs, and I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful time. We will explain later why we look as if we are in absolute hysterics, because we're a bit gobsmacked and we are in hysterics. So, but we'll explain in a little while once we've got over it. So anyway, Good morning and welcome to Gogglefrogs.
Yeah.
I'm Angela and this is my wonderful friend and co-host Marion. And we're going to be talking to you for the next hour on who knows what. 3 minutes before we went live, the who knows what happened. So anyway, that's hilarious. Like I said, we will tell you in a minute, but I'll just get over the shock. So anyway, welcome if this is your first time with us. We really, really, really love you being with us. Sorry, let's start again. Sorry,
Get your teeth in.
So if this is your first time with us, welcome. We have a chat box on the right hand side, and please put down where you're watching us from and say hello to the other Gogglefroggers. Although we know most of you have been with us lots and lots and lots of times, and thank you ever so much for making Gogglefrogs this morning. We love you being with us. If you're watching us on replay, hello. And if you're watching us on YouTube, hello too. You won't be able to see the chat box on the right hand side. That's why we read it out so everybody knows what's happening in this show. So we will talk for the next hour, and we're going to talk to you about what can happen 2 minutes before you go live when a surprise person walks in front of the screen. I don't know who was more shocked, them or Marion. So anyway.
Let's put it like this. It's a good job Marion's a married woman.
I know. Facebook, we have a Facebook group, which is Gogglefrogs Craft and Natter, although it's still down as Knit and Natter as well. So either should find us there. And we also have a website, gogglefrogs.co.uk. So good morning. And this is episode 203. Can you believe it?
No,
now
really.
I am just going to send a quick message to somebody who hasn't had a blooming reminder. So I have actually been in touch with Demio. And I think there's something about the more emails that you get from a company, you won't open every one, because the reminders you don't open, and it's just the ones as we're going live you open, and it gets to a point where it says, oh, hang on a minute, should we just put these straight in your junk, when 75, well, at least 50% of them are not being opened. So we're going to send something out to try and help you in case things are going into your spam or not being received. So let me try and sort this out for you.
It's a good job Angela's doing the technical stuff, because it will crash if I was involved. Well, not only crash, we'd lose everybody.
Oh, don't worry. It wouldn't.
Oh, yes, it would.
Oh dear. Right, okay, let me just sort this out now.
Right, whilst you're doing that, shall I say good morning to...
I'd love you to say that. Thank you very
much. Right. Shall we start bottom to top? And good morning, yes, Trisha from sunny Yorkshire. I won't remember where everybody's from. Good morning, Robert from a sunny Leighton Buzzard, and we've got clear blue skies. It's really lovely. Hello, Marion, also in Le Buzz. Now this is where it gets fun. Linda, I think you're in Newcastle upon Tyne, and that I think I saw you were having a lovely day up there as well. Louise is up north as well, mind you, anywhere past West Watford Gap's north to me. Linda, good morning. Judy, good morning. Enjoy the sunshine. Janice is south of me in London. Have a lovely day today. Jackie's in Kent. Hello, Jackie. Good morning.
Hello.
Denise, not sure where Denise is.
Oh, no.
But have a lovely day and good morning. My voice is going. Some people will say that's a bonus. Deborah, good morning. Dawn, good morning. And the wonderful Brigitte, good morning. And I hope you've got over your birthday. Have we had another joinee? Is joinee right? Attendee?
Joining, I think it will work. We're okay with that, aren't we?
What, joinee?
Yes, and if it's not a word, it's now a word.
It is now one, yes.
It's
No
now
doubt
a
it will
word.
become into the Oxford English Dictionary sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. So,
Oh, you can't see me? Well, that's a bonus, Jackie. Just refresh. I am here.
oh,
Good morning, Georgie. She's just joined us.
morning.
And Janet, good morning.
Good morning. Oh,
Right. Are you going to tell them what happened? Because it happened at your end.
yeah. So, before we go live, if ever my husband gets up, he always comes in front of the camera and goes, oh, I'm going to, and he won't be dressed. He'll have his pajama bottoms on, but, you know, or his pants on or something. So he always goes, in front of the camera. And I always say, get away. We're about to go live. Anyway, this morning I was going to move things around. And then I thought, oh, do you know, I can't be bothered to, because I've moved the table out slightly. And he said, it's all right, I'll help you. And I said, no, it's okay, I'm going to sit where I normally sit. And then he decided to do his party piece, which is, oh! At which point Marion appeared on screen. So Alan's there, bare-chested like this, camera. And I don't know who was scared the most or shocked the most, whether it was Marion seeing half naked man or whether it was Alan. So anyway, funny, hilarious, and I've never seen him shoot off as quickly.
It might cure him of doing that again, though.
Oh, that was so funny. It really, really was. So, because
mind you, I must admit, I did wonder whether he was expecting Robert to be there.
Oh, it was just so funny. It really, really was. No, but he always does that. But obviously, before we go live, the presenter's coming to the room beforehand. So anyway, that's it. So funny start to the day. And Marion's face was just, what?
Well, you don't expect to see that first thing in the morning, do you? Well, not somebody else's other half.
Oh dear. So that was this morning. So anyway, I'm just calming down with a little bit of a knit, which is always good, isn't it? So
yes.
Hopefully I'm not far off finishing the back of this.
Well, this is growing rather nicely.
Yeah, it's I suddenly thought yesterday I could have done so much of this, but I didn't. So let's have a look at that, Marion. That looks lovely. Oh, Marion.
That's knit night. Oh, not knit night.
Northern Nights. That is gorgeous.
See?
And this is what?
Hitchhiker. Hitchhiker.
Oh, because do you know what? I was going to use, Roberts kept suggesting I do Hitchhiker with that Norro that I've got. That
will probably work.
Sort of, it's cotton. It's not. Well, there is a lot of cotton in it actually. And you know how Norro normally feels? It just feels different, and it's a lot stiffer than normal. So I don't quite know how it will work. It
might relax when you've washed it.
Yeah, but I just don't know if it's not good. Mind you, maybe I could just do it on a slightly larger needle.
Yeah, you
could. You know, just so it falls better. But you know what it's like when you have cotton that is natural rather than made to feel really silky soft.
Yes.
But the colours in it are lovely. They're really nice. So I think I might try it in Hitchhiker. So thank you very much. So shall we have a look at the chat?
I think that'd be a good idea.
Calm down and have a look at the chat. So anyway, Brigitte says, morning peeps, it's 2:03. Thank you so much. 203, can you believe it? Deborah says, morning all. Trisha says, good morning folks. Dawn says, morning peeps. Anne says morning, folks. Hello. Linda says morning, everyone. Hello from sunny Newcastle.
Now that's unfair living in Newcastle. She'd just be able to pop down to the factory.
Of course. There must be lots of people in Rington's vans driving around there. Must be lots and lots and lots. Fabulous. You know that we're on about tea again.
Yeah.
That's my first cup. No, that's my second cup. But now I'm on
well, the butler's bringing me up one, I hope, at 10:30.
I know it's like when you get to your knit and natter and you order your cup of tea, or rather your teapot of tea, and the first one goes down so quickly, and then you can relax over the second, third, and fourth cup. Yes, so Linda up there in Newcastle upon Tyne. Louise says good morning, everyone. Jackie says morning from a very sunny Kent.
Yeah, we've got blue skies here as well, and sunshine. It's really nice day.
It's lovely. Judy says hello, everyone. Janice, morning all. Morning, London. That sounds like Eurovision, and Eurovision will be on in a couple of months, won't it?
Is it really?
I don't know how
they do it this year.
Oh no, it's May, isn't it? It's
wonder how they'll do it with all the restrictions.
I don't know, but I think we'll all have flags in our houses. There'll just be lots of Eurovision parties around the world, won't it?
Yeah.
So Janice says morning all. Hello, London. Denise, morning, everyone. Linda says morning. I'm in. Fabulous, Linda. We've got to sort out your link and why it's not coming through. Dawn says, nice shawl, Marion.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks lovely. Trisha says, I've created a separate folder in my inbox for a sample email from Demio in case one doesn't come through. Yes, we got in touch with them after the last show, but the fact there's nothing in your junk, I need to get in touch with them. So I will double check. Deborah says, hi, Robert. Hope you're doing okay. Just to let you know, Robert is doing okay. He's recovering well. Very, very tired, but doing really, really well. But that's to be expected after an op of any kind. Your body just puts all of its energy into healing your body, doesn't it? So that's why we feel tired, because the body is putting the energy elsewhere. So he's doing really, really well. And I know, Robert, I just want to say a huge big thank you, Robert, because you've sorted out the secret Froggers, which is like Secret Santa, but we're having it for our first birthday. So thank you ever so much for organising who's sending to who. But that's it now. You can't do anything else.
No.
So that's it for this week. Okay. So thank you very much. But the Froggers all agree that you need to take time to relax and chill. So as you're not working in day job, you've got to really take time off from here. So he's doing really well, sending his love, and yeah, and you know what it's like. We don't even go past 9 o'clock without messaging each other. So Denise says, Denise in Surrey. Sorry, I said up north, didn't I? I'm sorry about that.
No, I said up north.
Oh, right. I can't remember. Jackie said, can't see Marion, but hopefully you've refreshed and she's back. Georgia says, morning and kisses. Janet says, nice to see you all. And I hope Robert is okay. Yes, he's doing really well. Brigitte says, the more you say a word, the more it becomes one. Exactly. Pandemic, pandemic, pandemic. We'd never even heard the word, had we really? No. But we've heard it enough over the last 12 months. Jackie says, that's better, Marion. Work. Dawn has had a bit of a chuckle over the bare-chested man. Dawn says, I have a blue colourway in Northern Lights. I think I will try the hitchhiker after seeing yours. Yeah, it's looking so nice, isn't it, Dawn? Looks absolutely beautiful.
And it's just an 8-row pattern. It's so simple.
Sorry?
It's so simple. It's just an 8-row pattern.
I will certainly have a look at that one. For some reason, I can't see you anymore. Can you just double check? Can you just let me know if you can still see myself and Marion, please? Because I can't see Marion anymore. So I think
I can see you.
Oh, right, fabulous. Thank you. It'll come back. So that's great, Dawn. The blue Northern Lights, that will be really lovely in Hitchhiker. Now I've seen it in Hitchhiker that you're using. I think it looks lovely because all of the Hitchhikers I've seen, they've used 2 or 3 different yarns and changed them. So yeah,
Well,
I really
on the
like
pattern I have, it's just in a block colour, a plain block colour.
Yeah.
And, it looked nice, but well, since when have I ever done what it should be done in?
Exactly. Oh dear. Sorry. So that'll be lovely. Can't wait to see that. Louise says, you've made me chuckle, Marion. I always used to argue with my dad that I live in the Midlands, but to him, we are north above Watford Gap.
I wouldn't mind, but I don't really know where Watford Gap is.
It's on the M1.
Yeah.
So just a bit further up. Is it above Nottingham? Must be. So anyway, wherever it is. So Linda says, finally finished the right hand cable border of her cardigan. Oh my word. All 76 centimeters of it on the left hand side now. Oh my word.
That's over 30 inches, about 35 inches.
That is a lot.
And Amber says, good morning.
Oh, hello.
And the Hitchhiker is great. A friend made it for her. Very nice. I've got to admit, all the hitchhikers I've made have been for friends and relatives. I haven't kept one for me at all.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I have to say that most things I make are for me. Fabulous. And Linda also says, yes, ringtones. Yes, regarding ringtones, going to try and surprise my mum with something from Ringtons for Mother's Day. She lives in Dunstable or Dunsterbubble, if we remember the Aero advert from all those years ago. Was it an Aero's advert with Dunsterbubble? I think it was.
Well, there's an even better one. Do you remember Please Sir?
Yes.
And there was a lad on there who...
I'm like worried now.
who wasn't exactly all there. And it was... oh, now, how did it go? It was to do with Dunstable. And where was Jesus born? Well, he was born in Dunstable, sir. Why? Well, he was born in the stable, sir, wasn't he? It was done in the stable. Dunstable.
Oh no, I didn't quite know what you were going to say then. So I did get a little bit worried.
And his name was Dennis Dunstable.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah, with John Alderton.
Yes, yes. Yeah, do you know what? Him and his wife were in so many things together, weren't they? John Alderton, his wife.
I can't remember. Pauline.
Yeah. Yes. Pauline, who was in the Cabbage film about the old people's home.
Yes.
Yes.
And she was in Upstairs Downstairs.
Oh, was she? I never watched that. But lovely couple. They had some fabulous stuff that they did together, didn't they? Really, really good.
That is John Alderton and Pauline. Somebody.
Yeah.
In my day.
Yeah. And Linda says, good morning, all. And yes, I can see you both. So that's great. And I'm sure that your mum will love whatever she gets from Ringtons. Brigitte says, yeah, we're both on. Yes. Speeches lagging behind. Is that mine?
So we're not in sync.
Right, let me just change to something.
And Louise is near Northampton. Pauline Collins, thank you, Dawn.
Yeah, I should have known that.
Yeah.
Collins.
Going back to ringtones, it's my daughter's birthday next Wednesday. Wait a minute, today's 27th, tomorrow's the 28th, Tuesday.
Mm.
So I thought, well, I'll send her a ringtones, you know, one of their gift boxes.
Yeah.
So I ordered it, today's Saturday, I ordered it Thursday. They said delivery between the 3rd and the 4th. It arrived this morning.
Really?
Really.
So ahead of schedule.
And they were out. Daughter and 9:04 this morning it was delivered. They were out, and guess where a teenager was?
Bed. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah. And I'm still waiting for the phone call to say, I'm up, Nanny, and yes, we've got a parcel.
Oh,
And that was, what time is it now? Oh, an hour ago.
was it? Oh, that's what happens, isn't it? Oh dear. So Dawn and Linda have said Pauline Collins, so thank you very much. Louise has said near Northampton, that's Watford Gap near Northampton, so thank you very much.
And Louise is in Derby. I used to live in Ashby de la Zouch near Burton-on-Trent.
Oh, that's good. Oh,
yeah.
Now,
it was the first house we bought.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, £4,250.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just
and I remember with that house, we moved in. It was a big semi, and there was this stain on the wall. And I happened to mention it to my neighbour. I said, "Do you know what that is?" "Oh yes, that's where she lost her temper with her husband. She threw his dinner at him, and the stain was from the dinner that she threw at him."
Hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, and Linda says Louise says she knows Ashby well. So you know Birds, the bakers. We visited Burton-on-Trent a couple of years ago, and our first stop was to Birds, the bakers, who advertise themselves as second to none.
Oh, that sounds really good. Do you know, I've just realised we've had new music.
Oh my God, yes. I knew there was something missing, and I'm thinking,
so did I.
What we going?
So without further ado,
it's Alan's fault.
It is. It puts us all in a little bit of a spin. So anyway, here we have Saturday morning's little interlude for you. So we'll go on mute, and I hope that you're going to really enjoy this one. Enjoyed that this morning. Yeah, really, really, really good. And yeah, more bare chests. What is it?
Who's doing that? Was that New Faces or Small Faces, or who were they?
I thought it was the Sweet.
Oh, it might well have been.
Is it the Sweet? I don't know. But let us know. So anyway, yeah. Brigitte said it was Sweet, so it's the Sweet or Sweet. Denise's sound has gone, but it came back.
1973.
1973. Wow. Yeah. So it was. I didn't quite know who it was at first, and I thought, is it them? I don't know. Yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed that. And I've nearly done another row now.
It was their one and only number one.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, it was really interesting looking back in the whole glam rock, isn't it? So you had glam rock, and then it sort of carried on for a little while, but then we started with like the punk era later in the 70s. So the 70s was actually really quite well. I think musically you always have groundbreaking music that's shocking, and I think that's what I look at nowadays, and I think I don't see anything shocking around. So
it was then.
Yeah,
it was considered shocking then. Long hair on young men was considered, well, they were considered louts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
had a colleague who had he had the most beautiful head of hair all the way down his back to his waist, and he always had it tied back neatly. And if I told you that even back then I was a civil servant, and somebody came into the office where I worked and said his opening comments were, "I've just seen that long-haired lout you employ," and I'm thinking, but he's the nicest, kindest man you could ever wish to meet.
Yeah. Oh, so much better now, isn't it? You don't have to worry about these things.
And then we got what was it? We had the Sex Pistols and all of those, and then there was, I can't think who it was called. Oh, for heaven's sake, Marion, get your brain into gear. I can see them standing in front of me singing. Billericay, came from Billericay, was the line in one of their songs. Oh, somebody help me.
I don't know.
Ian Drury and
the Blockheads. Oh, right. Okay. I didn't realise he was from there.
Well, that's what he said in the song. I don't know whether it was true.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Both Linda and Trish have got to go. See you next week.
Bye.
Meditation for Linda. I need some meditation. Yeah. For me, meditation is having a glass of gin.
So Georgie enjoyed that. Brigitte says she remembers that because she had her second baby that year. Dawn was 1970. It was 1973. And then Anne has just said, "This did make me chuckle. The Sweet tried to make a comeback in the 90s, but the lead singer fell off the stage drunk." Oh dear. It's just so, you just want to see it, don't you? You just wish you'd be there so you could have a chuckle. But although I know that you'd be really, really annoyed the fact that you spent money on tickets and it sort of all went wrong, but that's so funny. And Dawn says, "Do you have to rub it in?" Lol. I don't get that.
Brigitte is saying that.
Yeah, Brigitte's saying that. Never mind.
Laughing. Well, 1973. Depends when in 1973, because I had my daughter the following year. So I would have still been at work. And I think back in those days, this will take you back, would it be my weekly pay or my monthly pay? Was £26 a week.
Oh.
I'm sure it was £26 a week.
Yeah.
And we had the 1 day week, not the 1 day week, the 3 day week, didn't we? And we had electricity problems and all that sort of thing, power cuts all over.
Yeah. I tell you what, I remember one Christmas when the television companies were both on strike because we only had BBC and ITV at the time. So there's no television over Christmas, and it was an event, but not a big event.
No.
And
today everybody would be up in arms.
Well, there's just so many
alternatives. BBC Two come in?
Huh?
When did we start getting BBC Two?
I think it's all, in my mind, it was always there, but it was a channel I never watched because it was all boring. To a child, it was very boring. So I probably never watched anything on BBC Two. And wasn't it Open University used to be on at about 2 a.m. in the morning?
Yeah.
So that BBC Two. Oh dear.
Well, as a young mum in the 70s, that was perfect. When she wouldn't sleep, I'd bring her downstairs and turn the Open University off.
Oh dear. And talking about, so Brigitta's saying that because she said, do you have to rub it in? I was thinking rub it in, ailment, but she meant, do you have to rub it in? Because Dawn said she was 9 that year. She had a second child. Deborah's saying she remembers doing her homework by candlelight. In 73, there were no excuses accepted. Yeah. Very true.
Because we had no computers, I remember doing my work at work by candlelight because it was over the winter, and I was doing adding up, and we had a canned crank adding machine, an old-fashioned one that you and that none of this solar powered lark, because it wasn't. Wow. And it was pre-decimalization, because decimalization didn't come in until the 14th of hang on a minute, 14th of February 1971 was decimalization, wasn't it? Or was it 74? 71.
Oh,
a lot happened in the early 70s.
I remember that it happened several times. It's just part of your life as a small child, that there were several nights where you had to go up to bed and you had a saucer and you had a long candle. You lit the candle, let some of the wax go on the bottom, stuck it on there and took that upstairs. That's how you got upstairs, because there was no electricity.
Robert's going, sorry all, but I have no idea what you're talking about. I wasn't born.
Thank you, Robert, you youngster. Let's hope we never go back to that. But yeah, there was no electric. And I also remember, was it 76? It was the hottest year ever. Everybody had standpipes at the end of their street. Yeah. And you had to go up there with it was just normal. It was everywhere. And you had to go up the street with like a bucket, with your kettle and stuff like that, and you had to like turn the water on and fill up. You had no water coming into your property. It was just weird, so weird. If you think back, that was only the 70s. It's like, oh my word. Dawn says, I remember the 70s being dire straits, rubbish piled up on the street. Yes, bombings, absolutely, electricity cuts, and only an hour of children's TV. Really? Oh, wow. Brigitte says her family and I went to live in Dubai towards the end of 76 for nearly 5 years. Bet they had electric out there.
And that would have been considered terribly exotic.
Very exotic.
And very foreign.
Yeah. And Dawn says in 76 we had a heat wave and the plague of biting ladybirds came over from the continent. Really? I don't remember them. Was that the same year as there were lots of locusts all over the world as well?
Do you know what? I can't remember that.
Yeah, it was a really interesting time, wasn't it? Do you know what? If we had social media back in the 70s, can you imagine what would have been flying around on social media? All these stories, etc. But it was a strange time. So biting ladybirds, I think locusts, plagues of locusts, as they were known, that were just stripping whole crops all over the world. No electric, hardly any television, a whole Christmas with no television. I mean, there were just these huge piles that were as big as garages on the ends of roads, because rubbish wasn't getting collected.
That's right.
And now we're in.
There were 2 or 3 general elections as well.
Oh, were there? I don't remember that, but never mind.
Janice says, when they had power cuts, I recall my dad suddenly thinking that my portable radio was a good thing, as before that he hated it when us kids would be playing our music and not the stuff he liked.
That's so true, isn't it? So true. So a couple of little things I just want to say. We're talking about social media, and if we'd been back in the 70s, this would not have happened. But social media gets a bit of bad press, but it's absolutely fantastic. It really is. And I think without social media, we wouldn't have all got to know about Sir Tom. And it's Sir Tom's funeral today. So I just thought it'd be really, really nice. Robert reminded me before the show. So here's a cheers to in memory of Sir Tom, who did such an incredible thing at, towards the end of his life. It had an amazing life, and I'm sure that you've all seen it. But yes, that's today. So social media. Sir Tom would never, ever, ever have done what he did without knowing about that. So Captain Tom, whatever you want to know him as, but thoroughly, genuinely wonderful gentleman. So yes, so that's a lovely little memory for today in episode 203. But isn't it nice that we got to know so much about him, and we've seen so much about him as well, and just such a gentle chap who always what was it he had a something that he believed every morning when he got up. It was a really positive thought that puts everything into perspective. So I'll try and get that for us.
Louise is saying that when her French pen friend came to stay in 76 and wondered where the Green England was, she had heard about she was surprised because the grass was all parched. And Dawn says all the kids in school had their jumpers, cardigans hand knitted by mums or grandmas. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Deborah saying yes, well done to Sir Tom.
Yeah.
And Brigitte saying tomorrow will be a good day.
Yeah, that was his. That was his mantra that he lived by. That tomorrow will be a good day. So thank you ever so much, Sir Tom. Or Carol Tom. Sorry.
And do you think we should go to Facebook?
Yeah, I've just started a new row, haven't I? I'll put that down. Let me go to Facebook. You know,
my rows are getting longer and longer.
I could. Oh, yeah, I've lost my scissors to cut off something. Right, okay. So let's just start that now. I'm just going to refresh, make sure. And remember that eventually we will go to the new Demio, which means it will be easier for us to share things, and then we don't have to sit here.
What I want to know whilst you're looking, and maybe this is a rhetorical question, why does one side of your hair dry quicker than the other?
Don't know. One side is always thicker than the other. Just like there's two sides of your face, one is higher than the other. I think that's all I think.
Oh, they're earrings. I didn't realise they were earrings. Oh, I like them.
Well, I saw this today and it came through and I thought, do you know what? That would be quite incredible as a hat, wouldn't it? You know, like
a fair isle.
Yeah, like a fair isle, but like a little beret. I just thought that would be beautiful. And sometimes we get inspiration from other things that we look at, don't we? But these were the ones. So yeah, they were earrings. There were those star ones which do look like earrings. Then these, which I
like the drops.
Yeah, and I just thought they would be really quite nice. That would be quite nice converted. And I know how many of you are just so good at this, but can you see how what I love is that goes over the white and that goes under the white. So to make it into a knitted design, that would take quite some thought.
Yeah, and isn't it? And Trisha's gone. She would have been the one that could have perhaps helped with that.
Well, I think we've got so many people, haven't we, who create their own designs all the time. So I don't know. For me, it just looked lovely. So Persian inspired filled earrings.
Jackie's saying, I'm off. Have a lovely weekend. Won't be here on Monday as she's popping into the office.
Oh, wow.
Wednesday.
Isn't that amazing that things are getting back to normal? And just to let you know, myself and Robert, thank you so much for getting back to us about the retreat, about your thoughts, because we have got two options. One is that we move the retreat to the 21st of June this year, and the other one is that we move it to the date next year. So we're waiting to hear back from everyone, and then we're going to make a decision. Okay, so we will be in touch with you ASAP. And if anybody else would like to go, let us know.
I thought you were going on the 21st of June this year.
No, it was the 8th. Was it the 8th of June? That was the official date. So the official date of the 8th of June, we won't be able to go because we're still in lockdown. Lockdown officially ends on the 21st, we believe.
Yeah.
And the venue have given us the option to move it to the 21st this year, or to move it into next year. So we're waiting to hear from everybody to see what they want to do. And then we're going to try and make it happen. Whatever, we will make it happen. But we're just waiting to see what people want to do. All right, so that's on the retreat, and we will of course let you know as soon as we can. But Robert's very tired, so that's why we're not having lots and lots of chats. I love this that Dawn's put on there. Creativity is my birthright, and it's a beautiful frog. Isn't that just gorgeous?
Yes.
I love the fact there's a little bit of blue on there, these beautiful big eyes, and look at these feet. They just look so cute. So cute. Robert, oh, I don't know if anybody else saw the moon last night, but it's the second full moon of the year, and it's called the snow moon. Take a look, it's beautiful. And we actually noticed it about 4 o'clock yesterday. So when it was still bright and sunny, you could see the big moon there. It was stunning. Really, really lovely. This was from you, Home Yarn.
I tried every which way I could to post it as a PDF, and I ended up emailing it to Robert and asking him to, because it was something else that somebody else I knew had posted on Facebook, and I was trying to share it. I've managed to save it to me as a PDF, but it gives you an idea of how much of each sort of yarn you need for each item.
That is
I just
brilliant.
thought that was incredibly useful. Okay, you've got to convert the yarn types into UK yarn, but that's a minor problem.
That is excellent, isn't it?
Yes, that's what
so thank you. And Robert has put that on there, because this is it from Premier Yarns. How much do I need? So you've got that now. It's now in a PDF that you can save, and I'm definitely saving that. That is just brilliant.
Or you can send me a private message and I can send it to you in an email. I managed to do that, but could I send? I tried to cut and paste it. I wouldn't let me save it as a photograph. If I could have saved it as a photograph, I'd have, but no. And I lost my rag with it. So I just sent it to to Robert as a PDF and said, "Can you put it on Facebook for me, please?"
Oh, well, that's brilliant. So just let us know what you want. But I think that is amazing. And also when you're out and about, when you sometimes think, I love that yarn when you're out shopping, but you don't actually know how much you would need. So you think that would look lovely in a jumper. How much do you need in a jumper? And we know that they're all slightly different patterns, but I do know that
it's perfect. I've got stuck up on my wall how you can tell what weight a yarn is by doing wraps per inch.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but I've got balls of yarn that have lost their wraps, their ball band. So that is perfect. I've got rulers in the drawer down there, and all I've got to do is wrap. Oh yeah, right. That's so and so. So that will join it. And when I go on holiday, both they can come down, 6-inch ruler, and you're done, aren't you?
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. So thank you so much for that. All these great things that I just know that I've gone out sometimes and I've bought wool thinking that'll be great for a cape or that'll be great for a jumper, and I realised I've got enough for 1.5, and you think, what will I ever do with that extra half? Or you're a couple of balls short and you think, if I'd have known that, I'd have bought a couple of extra just in case. So thanks for that. Robert did all the secret froggers and has paired everybody up. So the rules are no more than £5 on your little gift, and it's a secret frogger that we're so those gifts are going to go in the post, and then we're all going to open them on our first ever anniversary, our first year's anniversary.
When's the first anniversary show?
It's our first year on the 19th of March. So, but we'll let you know. We'll let you know. I think we have got something. We'll send out a reminder, don't worry. So Dawn has put, not quite Free Pattern Friday. Couldn't see a free pattern that caught my eye, but this did. We've been talking about jumpers without borders, so I thought this was great. Bet it would be so easy to wear. I love this one as well, because sometimes I just love the shape of things that skim over hips, over waist, etc. And I think that's lovely. So thank you ever so much. Do you know what? I'm just going to have a look at that.
And it's nice to get a shawl collar without having that bulk wrap over the front.
Yeah, it's that's a real lovely one, isn't it? So this is on Love Crafts. Are there any more? No, it's just the one. But lovely. I'm just thinking, I know it's in Aran, but I'm thinking, oh, I've got all of that Caron Simply Soft, which is it nearly Aran? It's not DK.
You just go up a size and you'll be fine.
And what I love about the Caron is the stitch definition is just out of this world. It's incredible. So I do think it might be rather nice in that pattern. So thank you ever so much. You've given me an idea there.
Saying, jumper has a hood, doesn't it?
It's
hooded cable, but I suppose you can do it without.
Yeah.
Excuse me, folks. I'm going to have a biscuit from my secret.
Oh, enjoy. So thank you ever so much for that, Dawn. I love that pattern. I've also got something quite similar in a book from Anne. Who's the lady who's part of the guild?
Anne Kingston.
That's it, Anne Kingston. And it's a little bit like that, but it's at the front. I'm sure it's got quite a lot of Celtic design. So rather than the cables, it's Celtic design.
A Celtic knot.
Yeah, something like that. And I bought it for that pattern. And I do believe, again, in hers, there's nothing there's no rib on the bottom. So absolutely love that. I'll have a look at the book that I've got of Anne's. Don't know where it is. I'll find it eventually. We had a look at this the other day, didn't we? Or did we?
Yes, we did.
We did.
If I don't do it soon, we'll lose the thread. With regards to the earrings, Janice is saying that she sees a mosaic design in there too, though bigger than the earrings, of course. Yeah, tesserae. I'm being ever so posh now. Tesserae would look wonderful. It's the Italian word, I think, for mosaic.
Really?
Jackie's going into work to sort out a mammoth mountain of post. Deborah says, with regards to the retreat, I don't think I've seen an email. I might have missed it. She'll have another look.
Sorry, who was that on the mess? Sorry, who was that? Deborah. Okay, Deborah. I'll send you a quick message if you don't find it. It's sent from. I sent it out from Shopify. So if there's any issues, just let me know. All right, and I'll be in touch. Thank you, Deborah.
Janice says that the list is so useful. She'll pass it on to her knitting mad friends as well. It might be easier, Janice, if I send it to you as a PDF, or Robert does. So just ping me your email and I'll do that for you.
Yeah.
Deborah's having to go, but have a nice weekend.
Bye.
And Brigitte says about the jumper having a hood.
Yeah. So we had, sorry, I'm just on a look at that. I don't know any of this wool. I don't know any of it.
These on in the door, they look to me like crochet cotton.
Barocco. This is, it's interesting.
Swiss lady, is it called? Swiss lady?
It's all Barocco wool. So I don't know where Barocco comes from. Did somebody post something with Barocco wool and said that
because I muddled it up with that orange drink that you take.
That's it. Yeah, we've heard of Barocco, but I don't know what country it's from. Let me have a look. Have a look. Let's have a look.
BERRROCO?
Yeah. Barocco wool. Well, it's on Lovecrafts.
The Knitting Network.
Barocco. Let's have a look.
It's on the Knitting Network as well.
So, yeah, there's.
They do chunky. Oh, wait a minute, maybe not.
So look, it says store. I think they're possibly US. Yeah, they are a US. So it's come from the US one. But it looks lovely, and it's not one of those great American fridges, is it? Which foxed me a little bit. But yeah, Barocco wool, and we have heard that their patterns very good.
Yeah, they've got free patterns, and they've got an e-newsletter, and they've got a design studio. About us, where let's see, they are in Uxbridge, Massachusetts.
Oh, so definitely American, but yeah, so have a look at them. That fridge is packed with it. So having a look at just 5 to 11, can you believe it? So here we have, Dawn has posted the lovely Barbie dresses, and you will see this one here, knitting crochet pattern by Woolly Thoughts, and that's in true Gogglefrogs colours, so fabulous. Linda said that she hadn't had last night's show, so I think I sent you a copy of it. At least I hope you got the copy of it. Any issues, let me know. That was me. We did that the other day. Lovely cardigan. We did that the other day. A lovely cardigan. We showed that. Robert, here you go. We showed that as well, didn't we? Did we? No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. I listened to it. It's really interesting.
Well, I haven't listened to it yet, but I looked at that scarf and thought, I love that scarf and what's on her needles there, because I love that.
It's about 2 ladies, both. One was a lawyer and one was in finance, I think, and they've both turned their hands to knitting and designing. One moved to Iceland and lives there permanently doing Icelandic designs, and something called Lopi or Lopi. I meant to look that up at the time. It's the traditional Scandinavian designs. Let's see what it says. You can get traditional Lopi yarn as well.
Shall we have a look at that for the next show, Marion?
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Let's have a look. So what we'll do is it'll give us all the chance to listen to this, and then we'll try and find a few nice designs, because I think it would be really good to have a look at them.
Yeah, that's a very, very good idea.
Yeah. This was from Linda. And it was about the local Embroiderers Guild branches. So please have a look at that. And if you'd like to sign it, please do. That is your decision and your choice. But it's yeah, for any guild, embroiderers guild, etc. If somebody asks us for support, then we will certainly give support if it's in line with our ethics.
I didn't realise what the time was.
I know it's 58. Don't worry, we were fine. The Secret Santa's done. What was this now? Did we show this?
I think can't
lovely.
remember.
Well, either way, lovely interview with the owners of Jameson's of Shetland, and Woolwork, who runs a regular podcast. You can listen to the interview via the website. Thank you so much. We know how much you love podcasts. So that's another one for us to listen to. And this. What a beautiful, beautiful story and a lovely end. I will leave you to watch that yourself. It's a happy ending. Don't you worry. It's a really happy ending. And thank you so much, Sarah.
That.
Huh?
This was Sarah and the jump cardigan that she knitted in the Caron.
Yes. So thank you again. Thank you again, Sarah. That's lovely.
Very quickly.
We did
that.
We
saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So I think
we're back to the beginning.
All of it.
Linda's saying, bye. I have to go to another meeting. Have a great weekend. Amber's saying, thank you for a wonderful start to the day. See you Monday. Looking forward to seeing you as well, Amber. Brigitta's says, thank you for a lovely morning. And she's going out to do some lumberjacking in the garden in a minute. See you Monday. And Louise has looked on Ravelry, and there are a lot of loopy sweaters. So, yeah.
That would be
lovely. Be very interesting.
We'll have a look.
Let's ask everybody to post a picture of a loopy sweater.
Yes, that would be lovely, and we'll have a look and just have a look. I've never heard of it before, so it's always great to learn something new, isn't it? So thank you ever so much. What I'll do is I'll put a post in, and then put your designs below as to which one you like, which one you research and like, and then there's lots for us to do. Anyway, that is it. It's 11 o'clock. From bare chests to loopy knitting. Sorry, and there's a phone call coming through as well. To chuckles and all. Just want to say, have a wonderful weekend, Gogglefroggers. Thank you so much, Marion. It's always lovely spending time with you. And yes, you do lots and lots and lots of knitting. Have lots of cups of tea, and we will see you Monday morning, 10 a.m. for another show of Gogglefrogs, episode 104.
I need lots of Rington's biscuits. And their fruit jellies were very nice. I bought packs of them on Robert.
Did you? Robert said about them, didn't they? Oh,
they were very nice as well.
Anyway, you take care, and we will see you next week, Monday morning, 10 a.m. Lots of love from myself, Marion, and every single Gogglefrogger. You take care of yourselves.
And stay safe. Bye-bye. Bye.